If a missile were launched at the United States, would we be able to stop it? Possibly, if we got really lucky. But our defenses against an intercontinental ballistic missile, or ICBM, aren't as reliable as you might hope.
People expect if it exists, it works, but the evidence shows it doesn't work very well.
We have liftoff.
This is the Ground-Based Mid-Course Defense System, or GMD. It's a constellation of sensors and 36 interceptor missiles intended to act as insurance against a small-scale nuclear attack from North Korea or possibly Iran.
The concern is just that it has not been demonstrated to be reliable and it's not been demonstrated to work in operational conditions.
Yet it's the only option we have for stopping a nuclear-tipped ICBM once it's in the air. On May 30th, 2017, the U.S. tested these defenses using one missile to shoot down another, bigger missile that took off from the Marshall Islands in the Pacific and flew towards the U.S. with the speed and flight path of an ICBM. And it worked. This is a big deal. The Missile Defense Agency hasn't tested this system against an ICBM range target before, and in the past, the GMD hasn't aced all of its tests. Since 1999, the Missile Defense Agency has conducted 18 intercept tests, but never under real-world conditions where the timing, for example, wasn't known in advance. After all, for safety reasons, you can't exactly launch a surprise ICBM at an Air Force base. Even so, at least 8 of those tests have ended in failure. So here's how it's supposed to work. For a second, let's imagine a frightening future where North Korea actually does have working long-range missiles. They don't, yet. Radar systems deployed in Japan and on U.S. Navy ships, along with satellites equipped with infrared sensors, would spot a missile launch and alert control centers in Alaska and Colorado. As the hostile missile leaves the atmosphere, it breaks up into the warhead, debris, and decoys intended to confuse our sensors. On the other side of the Pacific, people in those control centers work quickly to spot the warhead and figure out where and how to intercept it. Then they give the order to fire one or several interceptor missiles, each carrying a kill vehicle on a 3-stage rocket booster. As the interceptor leaves the atmosphere and enters space, the 120-pound kill vehicle and the rocket separate. The kill vehicle uses infrared sensors to find the incoming warhead and fires its thrusters to move into the warhead's path. When the two objects collide, the kill vehicle should, theoretically, obliterate the warhead without causing a nuclear detonation. Theoretically.
One of my concerns about the overly rosy statements about the capability of the system is that it can undercut the momentum to do the really difficult work of diplomacy, which is clearly going to be the primary solution to the North Korean missile system and nuclear program.
But other experts argue that the GMD is an insurance policy, and even if you have fire insurance, you don't go around your house dangerously lighting matches. Even so, it's pretty clear that the best option we have against an ICBM attack is never getting to that point in the first place.